From his years as a general, Vespasian knew how effective amphitheatres were at keeping up the morale of soldiers right across the empire. The bloody celebration of what they called virtus, a kind of macho manliness, was embedded in the Roman psyche. Vespasian was going to use this concept to unite the people of Rome by building the largest amphitheatre ever. As the construction of the Flavian amphitheatre progressed, Romans must have wondered whether Vespasian could deliver on his promise. The building would eventually become known as the Colosseum, after the Colossus, a massive statue of Nero that once stood nearby.
It's really interesting Vespasian chose that particular site to build the Colosseum.
Vespasian wants to really contrast his reign with that of Nero. Nero had built himself a huge private pleasure palace right in the heart of the city, and it's really unpopular. What Vespasian is doing is saying, here I am, I'm building a huge pleasure palace for the people where once had stood a lake that had only been for an emperor's enjoyment.
When we think of Rome, we often think of the Colosseum. It does become something that really defines the city.
Absolutely, and it's a profound symbolic statement that ordinary people were going to get a lot out of having Vespasian in charge.
The Colosseum had taken a decade to build, but in 79 AD, the Emperor Vespasian died, leaving his brainchild unfinished. Now, a year later, on the day of the grand opening, it was down to his eldest son, Titus, to prove to the Roman people that all this had been worth the wait.